Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have furniture technically in my room. I only have a bed and a lamp right now, but it's bound to improve. I do have my lighting equipment so I don't have to film a collab anymore. But today is another sponsored video.
It's quite sexual. I'll get into that later in the video, but
I asked you guys on Twitter what's the most embarrassing, funny things that have happened to you guys during sex. Obviously, I know this video is gonna get demonetized and flagged. If you're under 18, you probably won't even be able to see it. It'll be fine. But we're gonna get right into that because there are so many. I guess a lot of people have really awkward sex.
I feel that.
Let's just get right into that. If you hear laughing off to the side, there is someone with me today just for filler laughter. She offers no real insight, but she is still here. I'm gonna read you guys stories right now. So the first one is by It's Rob Law. Lost my virginity the same week I came out as bi to a man twice my age. Didn't realize he was married until he came on his wedding ring. I can only assume he was in an open relationship. Okay, but like the thing is like if he was left-handed, I can see himself coming on his wedding ring. Like he accidentally like, does that happen? Well, I mean like if you like you hold your dick and you're about to come and you have your left hand. I'm sorry, Rob. Oh hey, so I do have a sponsor for today's video and I'm gonna let myself talk more about it. So here I am. Oh hey there ladies, has this ever happened to you? You're ashamed of your body your entire life. You were taught that female sexuality is perversion and that you should only have sex with a man once you're married to him, at which point the sex would be to repopulate this burning hellscape we call Earth. Because same, the sponsor for today's video is called Vush. I'm gonna be talking about the Empress, which is their 8-speed clitoral sucker. And you're like, Sarah, this box seemed a little unopened. Did you actually try it? Yes, I did. Speed 1 sucks like High School Musical 3. And speed 4 sucks like did someone back over a fire hydrant in my fucking jeans. It's nice. It's USB chargeable, waterproof, and has a silent design. So if you have roommates, you're like, oh, thank God. Or like if you are in a loveless relationship with someone you once cared about and you guys have sex, but they always finish before promptly falling asleep, forcing you to angrily rub one out in the dark right next to them. And it's like, why are we still together? Why am I still here? And then you remember, oh shit, yeah, because I stupidly signed a 2-year lease with them. Who signs a lease with someone they just met? Am I a hopeless romantic or a fucking moron? Vush is here to change perceptions and break social stigmas surrounding female sexuality. Their aim is to inspire self-confidence in women and motivate them to become the best version of themselves. Make sure to visit their Instagram, Vush Official, to learn more about the product yourself, read the reviews, see the genuine joy in these women's eyes. Look at them, they look so freaking happy. That could be you. And then join Vush in the movement to destigmatize female sexuality. If you use my code Sarah65, you get 65% off your first purchase and free international shipping. So what are you waiting for? Come on, ladies. Come on. Thank you so much, Vush, for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the awkward sex stories. This is by Rap City Street Kid. He was trying to be the daddy dom, but only knew 4 lines of dirty talk like a video game character. He kept repeating, "You like that slut?" And I kept saying, yeah, yes, until I got annoyed and just said no. And he stopped and looked at me like... I had an ex who kept saying, "I'm gonna fuck you silly," but they kept using the term silly.
No.
So it made me like really uncomfortable. Okay, this one says by Charlie Balloon. One time I was fucking in a van and someone knocked on the window to ask for a ride.
What would ever make you knock on that window?
Imagine you see someone like jacking off on a motorcycle and you're like, dude, do you have the time?
Rolling on the back.
Please. I need to get somewhere. This is by Kellycopter. I love her. Once the guy I was dating took a call from his mom while we were having sex and then tried to continue while he was literally speaking to her.
That's disrespectful.
She loves her mom a lot.
Sorry,
I
Mom.
could see you doing that.
Ugh.
Mom, what's for dinner? I'm coming, Mom.
I'm coming.
This one is by Raquel. It says, after having sex for literally a minute and a half, he proceeds to record 3 takes about him rapping about life. Okay, this is by Christmas, Jeremy something. One time I was getting a blowjob, the guy was like, "I can swallow," and I said, "Okay." The time comes and I come in his mouth a lot. He ends up choking and I try to pat his back the whole time. I try not to laugh because of how absurd and awkward it was.
No.
Imagine coming so much you have to do like the Heimlich. Oh my god, you'll love this one. This is by Feliciana. It says, I made him stop in the middle of it because I just wasn't feeling it. And he said, "It's because I have a girlfriend, huh?" It's like you're having sex with someone and you stop having sex. It's like, it's because my children are watching, right?
God.
Okay, so this kid, Charlie Balloon, he like replied like literally like 9 times. I gave a dude a BJ when we were teens and he told me he loved me after, and I just said thanks. Also, I had my armpit at such an angle over his stomach it made a rhythmic farting sound.
That's hot.
Yeah, I like that. No! Okay, this is by Kelly, Holiday Edition. One time I was with a girl who liked to be punched, and she told me to punch her harder, but not too hard because she might still have a concussion from her last hookup.
What the?
Where did you punch her? Like in the head?
In the face.
That's like a Christian teen who never learned about choking, so they just like straight for punching. Would you ever punch someone during
No. Slap someone.
But not.
Not punch.
Punch me harder!
I'm gonna knock you out.
This is by Becked Out. Oh, I've got one for you. Guy spent 5 minutes pounding away at my thigh. Before finishing, I was way too shocked and confused to say anything, so I just laid there while he cuddled up to me and asked how it was for me. I laughed, said I had homework to do, and got up and left. How do you fuck between someone's legs?
It just sounds like straight sex.
It's not even the hole, it's the thigh gap.
You're fucking someone's thigh gap.
This one is by May. It says, I'm super anemic, so when I lifted my head from her pussy, I moved too fast and fainted straight onto the floor for a good 2 minutes. She called her mom into the room, who found out she was gay because of this encounter, and told her to check my pulse. We spoken since. Coming out story. This is by Bunny. It says, he just ate Taco Bell with extra spicy sauce or whatever, and when he ate me out, it hurt. Then he stuck his pointer finger up my ass. This is by Maddie. One time I got drunk and slept with this guy and it was trash, so I ghosted him when he texted me the next morning, but then he messaged me again at midnight only to apologize for not having toilet paper in his bathroom, as if that was the reason why I ghosted him.
My bad.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to wash my sheets.
Oh god, this sex sucks.
This is by Anna. It says, we were in his car, my cherry popped, and he put his insurance papers under us, so I bled on his insurance papers. Oh my god, the worst thing to bleed on top of? No, your license and registration right under your pussy.
Are these even real?
No, yeah.
Oh my god.
My insurance. You like try to make a claim, and they're like, so you got into a fender bender, and this was fuck that. Oh my god. This is by Vafan Kulo. I was trying to hook up with this guy at a party. We were both a bit drunk, but we into each other / consenting. He heard a song play and started crying about his grandma that walked in on him smoking pot once, and now she's dead. And then he sat fully clothed in the hot tub. So there's like a hot tub on my roof. We like went upstairs to like sit on the roof, and there was just someone like fully clothed, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. And they just like they just crawl out. This one is said blocked and reposted. Says, couldn't get it up during a drunk 3-way. At the end, one of the girls told me, I'm really disappointed in you. That hurt. Oh.
That hurt. There's no worse feeling, disappointment.
There's like a lot of pressure in having 3-way sex, you know? It's not his fault. There's just a lot of eyes on it, you know? It's like if you can't get wet and someone's like, I'm really disappointed in you. That's really rude. Just like, you know, like laugh it off. Be like, oh, I guess, you know, like maybe another time. You know, you don't have to like completely shame this person's body. This is by Soda Press. In high school, my boyfriend went down on me for the first time in the back of my mom's car. This was right after I'd eaten 2 giant meals at Popeyes. He threw up after eating me out for like a minute because he overate and then got too excited. It still haunts me.
Oh.
This one is by Caffeinated and Cold. It says, after we finished, still in bed, he went, this is the best sex I've ever had, and started crying, and I laughed before I could stop myself. Sometimes, like, sex is, like, really, like, emotional. You know, you want to cry. Especially if it's so great, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if you, like, come a couple times, you're like, I think it would be okay if they cried. Have you ever cried during sex?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, I cry like all the fucking time.
This is by Riley's #1 fan. I got my boyfriend a Darth Vader plug in for his lamp. It was a clap. I thought it was a butt plug. A Darth Vader butt plug.
Why did you pause at the plug?
Because I thought it was a Darth Vader butt plug.
My face was like...
Because Darth Vader's helmet looks like the tip of a penis. It makes sense that it would be a butt plug. I got my boyfriend a Darth Vader plug-in for his lamp, and it was clap activated, and in the middle of sex, all of a sudden we hear, you underestimate the power of the dark side. It was both awkward and hilarious. Laughed my ass off. Imagine like having someone like narrate like what's happening during sex. Okay, this is by Criminy Crankles. He started crying and had an asthma attack. She has asthma.
I felt that one.
You've cried and had an asthma attack during sex?
Like simultaneously?
That's so unusual.
I definitely have asthma attacks.
Does an asthma attack hurt?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't have asthma. This is by Ollie. I was going to be intimate with a girl. She couldn't get my PJ pants off. They had frogs on them. So I stood up to get them off and got hit by her very fast ceiling fan and dropped like a ton of bricks. Why would you stand up on the bed though? Wouldn't you get
You're not
off?
thinking. You're not thinking. You're ready to get the pants off.
Oh my god. The frog detail was vital. Thank you so much.
No, I needed that.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever worn while you were about to have sex?
A onesie.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they hard to take off?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta like zip off the back and you gotta pull it off.
Wait, I thought they
It's
zip
flat.
up the front.
Mine was in the back.
I feel like you were wearing it backwards.
I feel like I was a dog.
Okay, this is by Deku. Guy I officially lost my virginity to pulled out an acoustic guitar and sang to me for what seemed like an eternity afterwards. I never talked to him again.
Would you like that?
No. How did you lose your virginity?
I don't remember.
Why?
Oh, it was on a softball field.
Yeah.
I'm gay. Not as good as your story, but.
Yeah, when you look me in the eyes, I catch a glimpse of heaven.
Jesus.
It's by Richard. Lost my virginity with a girl, lasted a whole 15 seconds. She turned to me and says, yep, I'm definitely a lesbian. Just needed to make sure I was crushed. True story. Oh,
I love that.
imagine having a dick for 15 seconds and you're like,
You're just like thrusting and she's like, you know what?
you know what?
I'm Thank you though.
Up high, down low, like good team, like good game. This is by Claudia Herrera. Was gonna give him head to start things off. He puts on Netflix for background noise. Picks Shrek as the movie. I hear the iconic song, stop and look at him and say, is this Shrek? Really? I thought love was only true in fairy tales. Meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seems. Licking on my teeth. Then I saw her face. Na, 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 na. Now I'm a believer. Oh look at my hand. I lost my virginity surrounded by One Direction. That's all I need to say. I'm scared she's gonna delete this, so please just keep this, Sarah. This is by Tommy. It says, the person I was with said, got a blast, before they came. You know, the Jimmy Neutron catchphrase, it hit me in the eye.
Oh my god, I love that.
Got a blast!
Got a blast.
What's that thing with like the monkey at the end? He was like, hi, I'm Paul. No. Oh my god. My dad came home early that night. I lost my virginity and sat on the arm of the couch while we were naked under a blanket and watched Tron Legacy with us for 20 minutes.
Wait a second. How did Dad not realize?
Because you're like under the blanket. They were just like completely naked. Imagine like you have to watch Tron with your dad.
Like a mood killer.
Talk about a shitty cinematic experience. This is by Hannah. It says, instead of just telling me to talk dirty to him, he sang that Jason Derulo song and made the trumpet noise, talk dirty to me. I like the idea of like you're so embarrassed to ask someone to talk dirty to you. You're like, talk dirty to me.
Slide it in there.
Oh my god. This is by Marcel. Why do girls fuck men like this? One time I was having sex with a guy who instead of moaning like a normal person, just said, wow. Like Owen Wilson on repeat while refusing to break eye contact. Wow. Look at me. Wow.
Please don't do that.
Your fingers are so long. Wow. This is by Sophie. It says, one time this guy I hooked up with had a really scratchy beard, and when we made out, he was pushing his chin into mine so hard, I had scabs the next day. I used to date someone where like I gave them so many hickeys all on their neck. They came into work the next day and they're like, it looks like someone shot me with a paintball gun. And it looked like a straight up disease on their neck. This one is by Sit Lolly. It says, he blew a raspberry on my coochie while going down on me. Who is a very, very cute Christmas? Oh my god, who is a very pink bubble?
Not funny.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I just realized that there's an editor for this now, and he gets to watch every single take of this and edit it all together to make sense. So you and me being awkward towards the camera, he gets to see. Alright, so subscribe to me on here, turn on my post notifications because I'm extremely inconsistent, and post notifications are your best bet. Oh my god, now I feel super weird now that I know that someone's watching this. You should also follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, which are linked below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.